Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make an 8-bit version of Aquaman. By the way, just in case you like this and you want to make more of these, including the rest of the Justice League, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my 8-bit tutorials playlist. There is a lot of them in there, guys, including the Avengers. Moving on, if you want to make him, here's what you're going to need. You'll need some block of gold, and grab yourself some orange stained clay, and some yellow stained clay. Also grab white stained clay and some black wool, grab dark green wool and some white wool, dark blue wool, and finally grab yourself some yellow wool. And luckily for us, those are the only materials that we're going to be needing. So once you have each one of these, and once you've figured out what you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off Aquaman with a row of 2 black wool coming directly up from the ground. So that's 1, 2. You then, from this top block, this second block, want to do an upright diagonal, and go right of it by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right of it by 1. Then up by 1. Then do 2 upright diagonals, that's 1 and 2. Go up on top of that second upright diagonal by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To give you in total a row of 5. What you then want to do is you want to take these 3 middle blocks in this row of 5 and extend them each going to the left by 1. And you also want to take this top block in your row 3 and further extend it to the left by 1 to give you this shape. What you then want to do once you form this shape, starting from this bottom block in your row 3, do a bottom left diagonal from it. Then go left of that diagonal by 2, 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal, and go up on top of that diagonal by 3, 1, 2, 3. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal, and go up on top of it by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do 3 upright diagonals, 1, 2, 3. Then go right of that third upright diagonal by 6, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What you then want to do is go up on top of those last 4 blocks that you just placed each by 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, starting from the right on top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, starting from the left-hand side here, you know what, I've actually just, I think, figured out a smarter way to make this. So, what you then want to do, starting from this right-hand block that you just extended up, from this block you want to go right by 1. You then want to do 2 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2. Then go down by 2, 1, 2. Now, what you also want to do from this second block that you just placed going down, you want to do 2 up left diagonals, which is placing 1 block here, and 1 block here, 2 up left diagonals. But from this same block, you also want to go right by 1, and you want to go down by 1. Like so. And also, from that same block that you just did all of that from, which is this one right here, you also want to do a bottom left diagonal. You want to go down by 1, left by 1, then you want to do a bottom left diagonal, like this. And what you also want to do, guys, is you want to take this block right here that you just went left off, bottom left diagonal, this block right here, and you want to go down from it by 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. To give you a shape which should, in total, guys, look a little bit like this. This is a little tricky because Aquaman, being the special little snowflake that he is holding a big, massive, giant trident. Once you've reached this point right here, guys, it's now time for us to return all the way back up to here. So, you now want to return to this left-hand block in this row of 4 that we extended up, and from this left-hand block, you want to do 3 up left diagonals. So that's 1, 2, 3. Go up on top of that third up left diagonal by 1. Then go right by 2. 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go right by 1. Then extend each one of these 2 blocks down by 1. Then take this bottom right hand corner block and extend it right by 1. You then want to take out a gold block and place a gold block on top of that extended out block. Then go up on top of this gold block by 2. 1, 2. You then want to go to the right of this gold block by 1 with your black wool, and go up on top of that black wool by 2, 1, 2, like this. What you then want to do is return it back to this block that we started doing bottom right diagonals and all kinds of crazy stuff from, and from this block we want to go up by 2, 1, 2, then right by 2, 1, 2, then up by 2, 1, 2, then right by 1, then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. We then want to go down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We then, from this 4th block that we just placed going down, want to do 2 bottom right diagonals, which will be 1 and, 2. Then, from this 2nd bottom right diagonal, go right by 2, 1, 2. Then do 2 bottom right diagonals, 1, 2. Then go down by 2, 1, 2. Then do 7 bottom right diagonals, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We then want to take this 7th bottom right diagonal and we want to go down from it by 1, then left from it by 1. Then guess what? We now want to do 7 up left diagonals, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then take this 7th up left diagonal and go left of it by 1. Then do 5 bottom left diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 will be placed directly under here, that might be a little confusing, that's 4, and then 5 will be, actually, that is 5. No, it's not, I'm sorry guys, I'm getting confused. So, just to start that again, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we want to do a 5th one, which will be right here after that. On top of that 5th one, we want to go up on top of it by 1. We also want to go down from it by 1. We also want to go left of it by 1. All of those things. We then, from this block that we just placed going left, want to do an up left diagonal, and then go left of it by 2, 1, 2. But from this left hand block, we also want to do a bottom left diagonal, and we want to go left of it by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 3 up left diagonals. 1, 2, 3, bam, should connect all the way to there. And let me just show you the shape that you've just made in greater detail. So there you go. As you might be able to see, that we kind of have the outline of Aquaman's head, we have the trident, and we also have his arm kind of in the air with the trident. Perfect. Once you've reached this point right here, guys, we can then continue on. We don't have much of the outline left to do. So, what you now want to do, coming to this single block that we placed coming down from here, from this block, we want to do a bottom left diagonal. And then go down from it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 2 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1 and 2. Then go down by 1. Then right 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal, and go right by 1. Then do a bottom right then do a bottom right diagonal, go down by 1, and then go left by 8, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then go up on top of this 8th block by 2, 1, 2. Then do 2 up left diagonals, so that'll be 1 and 2. Then do 2 bottom left diagonals, 1, 2. Then go down until you connect to the floor. Then go left until you connect all the way back over to where you first started, and what you want to end up with, guys, should look a little bit like this. And as you can see, this is the outline of your Aquaman. Very, very, very complicated in terms of these, actually, guys. So once you've got that taken care of, this is what we want to do next. So our next mission in life, our only mission, is to fill in Aquaman. So the way that this is going to work, and the way that this always works with these 8-bit creations, I'm going to fill in the bottom half of this thing. I'm then going to give you a very clear view of the filled in bottom half of this pixel art. You guys will then take a look at the screen and you apply everything that you see on your screen onto your very own pixel art, and then we will do the exact same thing to the upper half of the screen of the pixel art itself as well. And we'll just use the exact same operatus mandi. Whatever that word is, the exact same mode of operation is the word that I'm looking for. Let's skip the Latin, I never took it. Operatus, operinus, Ladybug? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but I'm sure that you guys might understand what I'm getting at. So, what I'm now doing is I'm now just filling in the torso of Aquaman, and this is actually really easy. It's just a very simple, like, checkerboard pattern. Operatus man... No, I'm still not getting it. You basically just want to fill in a checkerboard pattern. I'm so gonna Google what I'm talking about in just a moment. And you just want to follow it all the way around, everywhere that you're basically not placing another block, like you're not placing gold or dark green. You just want to place the checkerboard pattern. It's actually very easy. So this is the lower half of your Aquaman, guys. This is exactly what it should look like. Those are his legs, that's his torso, that's his arm, that's his belt. What you want to do, pause this video, apply everything that you see right here. It should be very easy for you to apply to your very own Aquaman, and once you've done that, hit play, and then we can move on to the next bit. So what we're now going to do is Aquaman's face, and his arm, and his trident. So we've got this pretty much split in half, guys. It's really easy, and the way that this is going to work, by the way, guys, the way that this is working is because all of the color is situated directly next to the outline. The hard bit of this is the outline. You get that complete, and the coloring in process is actually really simple. All you need is the basic line of the thing, and then it's just easy to see what colors you've got to place where, because it's all situated next to the black outline at the end of the day, and it's just extremely easy to see what you actually have to do. So we're now just doing exactly what I'm talking about. We're just filling in the head. I have nothing else to talk about. That's all I have on this subject, unfortunately, guys. So that should go there. I'm messing up ever so slightly. That should go there. Then we have this here. Why does he have to have like a Julius Caesar bowl cut? Why does that have to happen? And then this should go there. There we go. Perfect. Easy. It'll be easy for you guys to see, but it's kind of hard to talk, build, look at my plans at the same time. It's somewhat difficult to do all of those things at once. It's a skill, guys, it really is. So, yeah, why does he have a Julius Caesar haircut? That is my question to you. I have no idea why. As a matter of fact, in a lot of the incarnations of Aquaman, he has really long hair, and if you guys have watched any of the Justice League cartoons, he actually has a hook for a hand as well. His hand actually gets, well, I was going to say amputated. It gets removed forcefully. I believe that he actually took it off himself. I think that he was stuck in a rock, and he had to save somebody, so he chose to cut off his own hand, rather than let his loved one, I believe, die. So, there you go. If you didn't respect Aquaman, you know, before that, well, listen to that story, and I'm sure that you'll like him a little bit more. So, let me just show you the upper half of Aquaman, and I realized that he's missing an eye. He did not miss an eye. He did not lose that in the boulder accident. He didn't really feel the need to also take out his eye when he took out his own hand. He did, however, lose the hand in one incarnation. So this is the upper half of Aquaman. As you can see, it's very simple. Other than the head, the trident's very easy, and the arms are very easy as well. It's mainly gold. So pause this if necessary, of course. Apply everything that you see right here. Once you've applied all of that, you should hopefully be left with your very own 100% fully completed, fully filled in Aquaman. And just between you and me, guys, Aquaman is my favourite out of all of these 8-bit creations. He is by far the most interesting, and Aquaman is actually kind of a cool superhero as well. You wouldn't think that he actually has many powers, or you wouldn't think of him to be that powerful, but he's actually kind of really a big deal. Aquaman is kinda crazy. So hopefully you guys managed to make this. Hopefully you like it. And if you do like it, guys, feel free to give me a like, a favorite, a share. Let me know that you want to see the rest of these. As a matter of fact, by the time you see this, there will only be one Justice League member, or at least one core Justice League member left, which is going to be Martian Manhunter. So if you would, guys, like, favorite, share, feel free to comment down below. Who would you like to see next after the Justice League are done? You guys have been requesting that I make the Teen Titans, so the Teen Titans are on the Teen Titans are on my mind. Getting flustered. My words happening, sounding like Shatner out of Star Trek. So feel free to comment down below, what else would you like to see. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Oh, and also feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my 8-bit tutorials playlist. There's actually loads and loads of them in there. Like I said, if you've made the Justice League, or most of the Justice League, and you want to make the Avengers as well, they'd look kind of cool next to each other, so that's just a thing. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.